Ever feel like your website's running on dial-up?
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, in this day and age, speed is everything online, right?
Absolutely. And you know A2 hosting, they're all over the place with these promises about, like, lightning fast hosting.
Blazing fast, they say.
Yeah, blazing fast, rock solid support.
They're going to be your website's new best friend.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the big question is,
can they actually back it up?
do they walk the walk? Well, that's what we're diving into today.
We are on a mission to see if A2 hosting is the real deal. And we've got all their marketing stuff right here, ready to dissect.
Oh, yeah, we've got their main website, their VPS pages. We even dug up some customer testimonials.
And those FAQs, gotta love a good FAQ section. But get this, A2 hosting, they started small, like really small. 2-room office in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Classic underdog story, right?
Totally. You know, relatable makes you want to root for them a little bit.
Sure, but here's the thing.
Right.
Can a company that started that small handle, you know, massive growth, going global, all that, without, like, their quality taking a nosedive?
That is the question, isn't it?
It's a big one.
Especially now they're like, hey, bloggers, big businesses, we've got something for you.
Right, and they're not shy about it. They are all about speed.
Oh my gosh. Our speed, your success, it's everywhere.
Everywhere you look. They really want you to know that speed is their jam.
But, okay, turbo planned, NVMe storage.
Yeah.
Like, is this legit tech talk?
Okay, so this is more than just, like, throwing around buzzwords. These are actually really smart choices when it comes to performance. You know how we've talked about the limitations of shared hosting? A2's turbo plans, they're designed to tackle that head on. More resources, optimized configurations. They want your website to fly.
So why should we even care about this whole speed obsession? Like, we get it. Slow websites are annoying.
It's more than just annoying, right? Think of it this way.
Yeah.
Your website is like your digital storefront, okay? Yeah. If someone walks into your store and they're waiting forever for, like, the lights to turn on or something, they're going to leave.
They're out of there.
Same thing online. It directly affects your bounce rate, how many people are sticking around, conversions, even SEO. Google, they love a fast-loading site.
Okay, so A2's onto something with this whole speed thing.
Right.
But what about when you're like, all right, this basic shared hosting plan, it's not cutting it anymore?
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have an answer for that, too, with their VPS hosting.
They're like, we know you're going to level up eventually. They're ready, Schneier.
Yeah, like they're anticipating your growth.
VPS, or virtual private server, it's like going from, you know, sharing an apartment to having your own place.
Huh.
More control, dedicated resources, but also more responsibility.
More responsibility. So is that where the managed VPS comes in?
You got it. They know jumping into the world of VPS can be a little intimidating if you're not, like, a tech wizard. So that's where their guru crew support comes in, right?
Yeah, they keep mentioning this guru crew like it's some kind of, I don't know.
Superhero squad.
Exactly.
But for your website.
So they're basically saying, we'll handle the server stuff. You focus on your website, your content.
Yeah, like having your own built-in tech support team.
Which, let's be real, for a lot of businesses, that's huge.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you don't have, like, a whole IT department just hanging around.
Exactly. Okay, but let's talk about the, you know, they're talking a big game, but are they actually walking the walk? I mean, we've got their customer testimonials here, and they're glowing.
They are very positive.
But, you know, every company cherry picks those, right?
Of course, no one's going to put the bad reviews front and center.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean we just toss them out. It's all about looking for those patterns. You know, the common threads. Are people consistently raving about the speed? Are they happy with the support?
So we're like testimonial detectives here.
Exactly. We're looking for clues to see if the hype is real.
Love it. And you know what else caught my eye? Their whole thing about green hosting.
Yeah, they're really leaning into that.
They're partnering with carbonfund.org, trying to offset their carbon footprint. Which, okay, being eco-friendly, that's a big deal these days.
It's definitely a growing concern for a lot of people.
But are they just, you know, hopping on the bandwagon, or is there something real behind it?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Really?
Like, planting trees is great and all, but what about their actual data centers? Are they using renewable energy? Do they offer, like, energy-efficient hosting plans? These are things you'd want to, you know, look into, especially if that's something you really care about.
It's interesting, though, because I was going through their FAQ section, and it's actually surprisingly detailed.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they kind of let their guard down a little bit. They get way more specific than they do in their, like, marketing spiel.
The FAQ section, that's where the rubber meets the road, you know? That's where you see how they handle the real questions.
Right. Like, for example, they talk about how they use SSDs.
Oh, the super fast drives.
Yes, for all of their hosting plans. And they even call out competitors that only use them for certain things. It makes you wonder, like, if it's so standard for them, why even mention it?
It's possible it's a little dig at the competition, like, hey, we're doing this, why aren't you? Or maybe they're trying to, like, educate people on what to actually look for in a hosting plan. Either way, it does highlight something they offer that maybe others don't.
Yeah, a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We're
Yeah.
better than the rest.
Exactly. And that transparency, honestly, it can be a really good sign. They're not shying away from comparisons, which suggests they're pretty confident in what they're offering.
So we've covered a lot of ground here with A2 Hosting. They're obsessed with speed, they promise amazing support with this guru crew, and they're even trying to be eco-friendly. But it all comes down to this.
The bottom line.
Exactly. Can they really deliver on that whole your success promise?
Right. And I can't like whip out a crystal ball and tell you for sure.
Right.
We can analyze their tech specs all day long, but the real proof is, well,
In the pudding.
exactly.
Which is why we always tell our listeners, do your own research.
Always.
Read those independent reviews.
See what real people are saying.
And hey, A2 Hosting, they've got that money-back guarantee.
Oh, that's a good point.
If you're on the fence, maybe give them a try, see what's up.
Yeah, a money-back guarantee, that shows they've got some skin in the game, you know? But, and this is important, don't just take their word for it. Read the fine print.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you understand all those terms and conditions.
Right, there's always a catch, isn't there?
Well, maybe not always, but it's always good to be informed.
Totally.
And don't be afraid to, like, pick up the phone, call their sales team, and ask the tough questions.
Love it. Okay, so for our listeners out there, they're considering A2 Hosting. What's the biggest takeaway for them?
Honestly, I think it's all about weighing the evidence. They've got this technology, especially those turbo plans and the NVMe storage. That seems really solid on paper.
Yeah.
The customer reviews, and again, always take those with a grain of salt, but they do paint a picture, right? People seem pretty happy. And the green hosting efforts, well, that's something we'd want to investigate a bit further, but at least they're making an effort.
They're trying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you're right, there are still those lingering questions. Is this guru crew support as good as they say?
Right. Is it all hype?
Will their performance actually meet your specific needs?
Because everyone's needs are a little different.
Exactly.
And how far does that whole green hosting commitment really go?
It's about looking beyond the marketing and figuring out what's really going on.
Exactly.
And that is what we're all about here on The Deep Dive. We're giving you the knowledge, arming you with information so you can make the best decision for you.
Because at the end of the day, it's your website, your business, your call.
So until next time, happy hosting, everybody.
Check for links in the show notes.